Puerto Rico has been a Spanish-speaking territory of the United States since 1900. With the passage of the Jones Act in 1917, Puerto Ricans became American citizens.
All Puerto Ricans are American citizens. There is no such thing as Puerto Rican citizenship.
In an effort to help Puerto Ricans overcome language barriers when exercising their American right to vote, the federal government amended the Voting Rights Act of 1965.
This is a very specific piece of legislation designed to help Puerto Ricans exercise the fundamental right that they have as citizens of this country. That's the right to vote.
Today, officials are negotiating how to uphold the Voting Rights Act provision pertaining to Puerto Ricans in Cuyahoga County, Ohio, through the use of a bilingual ballot in the November 2010 election.
The United States Attorney is meeting with the Board of Elections, and it's a long time coming.
The county has provided election materials and poll worker assistance for limited English proficient voters in the past.
They have provided some bilingual poll workers, which I think is very positive. But that's, quite frankly, that's not enough. I mean, the ballot is really the key.
I came here as a child, and my brothers and sisters and many others like me, and we had a difficult time in the schools because people didn't understand our needs and didn't understand our parents.
I was born in Puerto Rico and came here at age 2. My mother reared 3 children. 2 of them became lawyers, and 1 of them became a teacher.
I went to school there, and I had all my schooling there done in Puerto Rico. My college degree was done in Puerto Rico also, and I came to Cleveland in my early 20s.
I was born in Puerto Rico. I embarked to Cleveland when I was very young. I was 18 at the time. That made me a resident of Cleveland for 56 years.
But as more Puerto Ricans moved into the continental U.S. in the 20th century, many families experienced extreme culture shock and found social acceptance difficult to obtain.
It wasn't easy. It takes a lot of heart and dedication and wanting to be.
The transition was not the best. Language was a little difficult, or not difficult, but a little different, the accent. Even though I did learn it in Puerto Rico and I went to college.
When my mother wanted to vote, she could never vote. She could never vote unless my dad was with her. My dad served in the United States military for 7 years and took her to vote up until his death.
Some of us, like our friends, were labeled special education students because they didn't understand or were not able to communicate fully with teachers and others in the classroom. So there was a lot of discrimination, and children were chastised.
A lot of my customers throughout the years didn't vote because they didn't understand the writing, the language, and the system.
My mother wanted her children to speak English more than anything because she experienced the indignities and the challenges of not being able to speak English.
Offering voters the option of a bilingual ballot is welcome in Cleveland's Puerto Rican population, which is the 10th largest in the nation.
It's really energizing. I mean, this has gone through the Puerto Rican community like a shot of electricity.
It will make me feel like the government really, really cares for us. And about having the ballot in Spanish will give me more reassurance when I go to vote.
I believe it's going to send a lot of the older generation that has language barrier back to the polls.
Bueno, me sentiría contenta porque yo podría votar sin pedirle ayuda a nadie y mucha gente lo podría hacer también por sí mismo, que no tengan que estar pidiendo ayuda.
I see this as something that would have been perfect for my mom. Having a bilingual ballot would have encouraged her participation in the system.
It is their right, and I think that is the only fair thing to do, is to provide all citizens. And Puerto Ricans are United States citizens.
We are really giving them the best we can. We are going to the polls. We are going to vote. There is no reason why not now.